Did you know that Margaret Mitchell's original manuscript for Gone with the Wind was taller than she was when you stacked the whole thing up? That's because she hand-wrote the manuscript. And studies have shown that some people are actually more creative when they put to paper and pen instead of typing. Now maybe that's you. Maybe you wrote out a whole first manuscript or a bunch of notes by hand instead of typing it. And now you have no idea what to do with it. And you know you need to type it, but you hate typing, and you're not good at it anyway. And that presents a problem, because you know it needs to be typed. But don't worry, that's a problem I'm going to help you solve by the end of this video. Hi novelteers, I'm Devlin Blake, novel writing and self-publishing expert, coach, published author, and former ghostwriter of 200 books. If you'd like my assistance in writing your book, you can check me out at the links below. But now let's get back to Gone with the Wind. Publishers back then accepted handwritten manuscripts because typewriters weren't common. Publishers today will not. And of course, if you're planning on indie publishing, which is what I recommend, it's even more important that you get your manuscript into typewritten format, because there's no way it's going to be published with you handwriting it out. Now fortunately, there's a way to do that without you having to type it yourself. I'm going to give you 3 options for getting your manuscript typed up without you actually learning these skills or having the time to type it yourself. Productivity, along with pre-made outlines, twists, group coaching, and community crits are only a few of the things I offer in my Novelist Writers Club. You can find out more at the link below. But here are the 3 ideas. The first idea is if you write legibly, as in print, not fancy cursive, you can get special software known as OCR, which stands for Optical Character Recognition Software. Basically, you'd scan in a page of your handwritten work, and then the software uses artificial intelligence to type up the work for you, or to translate your handwritten work into actual text. Naturally, it's not going to be 100% correct, but neither is you typing it up in the first place, especially if you're not a good typist. But at least now it's going to be in an editable document that you can change. That's your first option. The second option, you also need good handwriting for, and that would be hiring a transcriptionist. You send your transcriptionist pictures or scans of your handwritten work, and they'll type it up for you. You can find people like that on Fiverr, Amazon's Mechanical Turk, and Upwork. I would always rather go through a company or platform for a transcriptionist because platforms have built-in protections. Unless you actually know transcriptionist, in which case, use the person you know. Now the third option is my favorite, and the one I exclusively use for my own work. It's talk-to-text software, otherwise known as UTalk ItType software. This actually comes included in both Microsoft Word and Google Docs. It comes for free in both of them. Simply open a new document, activate the software, it's usually under Tools, and read your story to it. And it'll type it out for you. This has about a 90% accuracy rate, but you'll have a lot less typing and editing to do than if you actually tried to type it by hand. It's wonderful to live in a world with these options because, let's face it, it's hard to write a book. And it's even harder when you don't have the time or inclination or skills to type. You have a life and a career to run, and everyone can't sit around typing the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog all day the way I did when I tried to teach myself to type. That's why productivity is one of the things I stress inside my Novel Writers Club. Inside, you'll find all kinds of productivity tips and tricks, like growing a library of pre-made outlines for the most popular genres, the 4 pillars of fiction writing, community, group coaching, crits, and a whole lot more. You can check it out in the link below. This is Devlin Blake, saying right on.